Peace, family. Chauncey, aka Karima, great man in God Media, right back at you again with another GMOGmedia spotlight. Real quick, I just wanted to do a quick update, and I don't usually do these kind of reactionary updates. You know, I'm actually more calculated than that, but I really wanted to talk about this Ronda Rousey fight that happened over the weekend, and very surprising. First of all, I don't follow the sport at all. I don't follow UFC, and the fight happened this past Saturday. Woke up, Twitter blew up, Facebook blew up, social media blew up. So this was all over the internet, and I just really couldn't help to talk about this because, for the simple fact that, and I'm going to talk about this later on, but Ronda Rousey lost to a basic boxer. So the whole point of this video is basically boxing is my favorite sport, and she got exposed by a boxer, but on a basic level. And that's what I want to talk about. But also to point out, congratulations to Holly Holm. First of all, I want to say, that was a masterful game plan that she had against Ronda Rousey. She used basic boxing fundamentals, which is basically lateral movement, sticking the jab. She's a southpaw, so she's left-handed. Rousey couldn't escape that left hand. It was tagging her all night, and she is I didn't even know. I really don't follow, like I said, I don't follow MMA at all, but she's very susceptible to bleeding. Like the first jab that Holly threw at Ronda Rousey, she was bleeding. Like her face was already just puffing out red. So she is very susceptible to getting cut and scratched and all that kind of stuff. But anyway, masterful performance, game plan by Holly Holm and her trainers. Also read that she was trained by former UFC champion John Jones. Hopefully he comes back into the octagon real soon to do what he does. But masterful game plan, and all it was basic boxing techniques. She used her jab, she used movement. When she was able to land that straight left. She landed straight left. As soon as Ronda Rousey came into the kill spot, she landed that straight left, circled right, and continued to move. And when she felt more comfortable, when Holly felt more comfortable, she kept tagging that left hand, and she would stay right there. Ronda's not a counterpuncher, so she has no idea what she's doing when she's trying to box somebody. She has no idea how to counterpunch. She has no idea how to cut off the ring. So if she decides to come back, she really needs to actually talk with a real boxing expert to show her some of the fundamentals of the game, because she clearly doesn't know any fundamentals of boxing whatsoever at all. She's completely clueless to how to fight a southpaw, how to deal with the jab, how to cut off the ring. She couldn't do none of that. Her other game plans, such as grappling and trying to do the arm bar and that kind of stuff, was just, they planned for that, and that flew out the window. What I also wanted to talk about was the fact that, Holly Holm, she has a really clean, wholesome background, complete polar opposite of what Ronda Rousey portrayed to be. And the media, the white supremacist media, they propped her up, Fighter of the Year by ESPN, okay, on the cover of Ring Magazine, which is owned by Oscar De La Hoya and Golden Boy Promotions, of course. That's an agenda also. She was voted best female athlete of all time, I believe, by ESPN. So much to live up to in such a short period of time. And they were crowning her, without her putting in any real work. And that goes to show you the type of dedication you need to dominate your sport, such as a Floyd Mayweather, who was able to dominate his sport for 19 years straight. And that pretty much, you appreciate that particular kind of work ethic that Floyd Mayweather and people coming up who are trying to mimic what he does even more. Because doing something like that will not be duplicated, not on that level. I mean, it's just unfathomable. But Ronda Rousey was crowned the best of all time, and according to the white supremacist media, and she couldn't live up to the hype. Completely media created. she got exposed by a basic boxer. Boxing. Holly Holm had a boxing and a kickboxing background. She was actually a professional boxer. You can look her record up on boxrec.com. She's 33-2 with 7 KOs. She was a WBF champion also. So, she was a former champion in boxing. And like I said, Ronda Rousey had no answer for basic boxing fundamentals. If you don't know basic boxing fundamentals, why you shouldn't even be in the so-called octagon fighting. So that means you're a one-trick pony. That means you rely on other things outside of boxing, okay, to win. So yeah, I mean, the whole thing is, like I said, she just got beat by a basic boxer, or basic boxing fundamentals. Again, congratulations to Holly Holm. We're gonna see what the UFC and Dana White are gonna do next. They're pretty smart by matching up with her. By matching Ronda Rousey with Holly Holm. Like I said, her background is complete polar opposite than what Ronda Rousey had, and so we're going to see how the UFC and the media treats Holly Holm. She has a very nice background. She's the daughter of a preacher. She's married, so seems to say the right thing. She even after the fight, she was concerned about Ronda Rousey's health, but just waiting to see if she's okay. Unlike Ronda Rousey at the beginning of the fight, she didn't even touch gloves, and people were offended by that, and she didn't have no kind of sportsmanship whatsoever. But we're gonna see what the UFC and the white-driven media is going to say about Holly Holm and this coming forward. They got another white female, which is I guess is a good thing on their side. Is she going to be on the cover of Ring Magazine, Oscar? Who knows? I mean, you didn't care about Cecilia Brækhus, obviously. Nobody knows who she is. So nobody cares about boxing that much. But apparently, again, not apparently, but Ronda Rousey got whooped by a boxer with basic boxing fundamentals. So that's it, family. I just wanted to update with that because, the internet's going crazy about the fight. And boxing is my favorite sport. And I was proud to see that basic boxing fundamentals reign supreme over MMA, So happy about that. All right, family. Chauncey, a.k.a. you Karima, great man of God Media, signing out. Peace.
Don't know what I am, it's a spaceship. I be on my Ronda Rousey, watch me hit the face kick. Ronda Rousey, goddamn Ronda. Ronda Rousey, hold on, kick, put me Ronda Rousey.